So, what do you think is the best solution, or is this the big question that everybody is asking? Right? Is how?
Yeah, I think that's the big question in front of everybody right now. What should we do, right? One of the challenge arises because two-thirds of California's total rainfall happens in Northern California, north of Sacramento, basically, right? And two-thirds of California's population and the farming land is in San Joaquin Valley, right? So there's an imbalance, right? And so the to basically compensate that, we have the conveyance, basically the two canals. Whoever drove it on Freeway 5 from Sacramento to Bakersfield, you will see two canals going side by side to the Freeway 5. Basically, those are the two canals that are bringing water from north to south. And John F. Kennedy had a very famous speech when he did the St. Louis Reservoir. He did the groundbreaking with his wife. They came here. And he said, if we need, not exactly the same words, but he said, if we need more water, we will bring from where we have more waste, something like that along those lines. So that is one thing, right? We need water on this side, we have land on this side, and we have rain on the other side. So we are bringing it here, right? In the past, we didn't have that issue up to 1970s, I think. And 70s environmental laws came into the picture, especially CEQA, State California Environmental Quality Act. And basically that act is not only for ag, it's for everything. Like any project we have to do it, we have to basically do an environmental study and submit it and get a clearance, right? So all the water storage basically just stopped right there because they couldn't clear the SECA, right? And then there's so many lawsuits went back and forth. SECA was challenged up to, I think, early 2000s. And after that, all the lawsuits get settled down. Now any project basically have to follow SECA. Right? So then the investment in the infrastructure totally stopped in 70s, 80s, right? To give you an example, in 1980, I think 80 or 81, around that time, there was a big reservoir in near Sacramento North. It's called Sites Reservoir. It got approved for the construction. It's now 46 years today, and we didn't even acquire the land yet just because of the environmental laws. And so, but the California population kept growing, and we were 10 million that time, or 15 million now, we are 40 million. Right, so the more and more water is needed, and the environment is changing every year. Year over year, we see difference, the whole pattern. So all those things matter. So you ask the question, what should we do, right? What's the right thing to do? The right thing to do is basically find the optimal solutions, like how much water we have it and how much land we can irrigate with that water, right? Now, and we should have a plan with the expansion of all the population. Hey, we need to either expand or get more creative on the same land to grow more. But those kind of initiative never happens, right? State and federal never talks to each other. State authorities don't. They criticize federal, and federal criticize. Yeah. State. That's how it is. And state don't have a funding to do anything. Federal have funding, but they don't want to put money in state because state is not aligned with them. So all those things happens, right? So do we have enough water to irrigate 8 million acres? I think yes, we do. I might be biased because I'm a farmer, but I do think we have water to irrigate 8 million acres without having any negative impacts like subsidence you mentioned, right? And the other things like the table is going down. Even if a subsidence is not happening, the water table is going down, or we are pulling the water from deeper and deeper and the quality gets worse and worse. So we are getting like borons, heavy metals in the water, which we are getting it out. So those things won't happen if we have enough surface water available to irrigate the land. Yeah. Right? So that balance or the optimal value, or the acreage or the usage of water needs to be figured it out. That's how but is somebody working on this thing? No. Will somebody work on this thing? No. That's the situation.